What's up, YouTube? This your boy Heartless coming at you guys with another video, and I want to talk to you guys about something different here. Today I'm going to talk to you about the Nintendo Switch, my opinion, and how I really think about it. Okay, a lot of people feel like the Nintendo Switch is a failure. A lot of people don't like the Nintendo. A lot of people diss about it. A lot of people is just not interested because it's a console not everyone is used to. In my opinion, I honestly think, I'm going to start off on my opinion first. In my opinion, I honestly think it's a different direction and it's something different, and it will take some getting used to as far as seeing such a console like that. As far as portability and all kinds of different things. Some of the things that to be honest with you, some of the things that I'm used to seeing is a powerhouse console like a PS4 or an Xbox One. What I mean by powerhouse, I don't mean like a powerhouse to compete with PC, but what I mean is a console that has X amount of RAM, X amount of horsepower, just enough specifications to run an everyday game. You get what I'm saying? Without any hiccups. But anyway, let me get to you with with some of the news that I kind of read up on the Nintendo Switch. So according to a couple articles I've read, the Nintendo Switch is set to be released March 3rd. The price tag on it, however, is $300. And a lot of people and a lot of things that I've been reading in the comment section of many different websites, and a lot of feedback that I've been reading on, websites and whatnot. A lot of people have been talking about, oh, that's way too high. That's too expensive for that console to just be released when you can just get an Xbox One or a PS4 at a lower price. Now, however, the PS4 and the Xbox One S has been out for quite some time now, so I don't really think it'll be a huge factor. However, being that this market in the States, I don't think, I'm not too confident that the console will actually sell well, but, to be honest with you, it might sell pretty well in other areas. However, in the UK, from what I'm reading, according to the Tech Advisor, the UK is actually selling out pretty fast on their pre-orders. So just because a console may or may not do too good in the US, you can't really knock their hustle in that department. But according to the Tech Advisor, they are actually selling out pretty quick in just a matter of hours. From what I've seen from what I read on the article, it also states that that the console is receiving, not the console, I'm sorry, but the orders is basically coming back to back to back, and it might end up selling out pretty quick. Now, with this console, it's set to be released with a couple launch titles, like for instance, Zelda Breath of the Wild, and a mini game collection, and a couple third-party titles such as Skylanders. Now, in my honest opinion, I think if Nintendo's going to drop a new console at that, at least come with a whole lot of games to it. Being that it's not a console strong enough to compete against the PS4, the Xbox One, in my opinion, I honestly feel like they should have a big selection of launch games to come out with it. Me as an Xbox gamer and a PS4 gamer, I play a lot of games. I got both platforms. I play on my PS4 a lot, and I play on my Xbox a lot. And I got a hard drive that's 5 terabytes on my Xbox, and I'm still rolling with the stock 500 gigabytes on my PS4. Now, for what lures me in as towards an investment when it comes to purchasing a console is just games. I can care less about specifications and the graphics and stuff like that. However, what I do really care about is frames per second. That's what I really care much about. I want to see if the game runs nice and smooth. That's what I look for as far as watching gameplay footage and watching and looking at the reviews of things, of stuff that I pay attention to. Back to the price tag, $300. I do kind of think that is kind of pricey. I honestly feel like after seeing the Nintendo event and after looking at the console and seeing the different things that you can do with it, I honestly feel like that console should be at least $250, no more than $260 at most. But 300, that's pretty bold. I ain't even gonna lie. Don't get me wrong now, if that console, let's say if they came out with a different console and I don't know, I'm making up a name here, like the Nintendo Revolution. If they was to make a console called Nintendo Revolution, not only that name is sick, but let's say if that thing had 10 teraflops, I know I'm reaching right now, but let's say it had, alright, not 10. Let's say it had 8 teraflops, was able to run games at native 1080p, 60 frames per second, and could do 4K gaming. Let's say native 4K gaming at 30 frames per second. And it had different features, and it came with a 4K Blu-ray drive. Like, I really, really, really think Nintendo could really do some serious damage, even if they had a NVIDIA built inside of it. You get what I'm saying? Like, I really think they really could have won a lot of gamers over and not be so strict on their online part of it. In all honesty, I honestly feel like this is a new direction for Nintendo, and we don't know how the outcome is going to be. It's too early for me to say, oh, that console going to flop. That's garbage. No, it's in my opinion, it's too early to, to jump to conclusions. Many of my different friends, I got many friends, and they ask me, what are my opinions on the console? I just, to be honest with you, I don't really have too much of a strong opinion against it or too much a strong opinion towards it. Well, what I'm trying to say is the console is very different. Very different. Not used to seeing something that you can pretty much detach and just take with you everywhere and stuff like that. The direction that I see that they're going is mainly portability. Now, other than that, my main thing, and I'm concerned about, is their games. Like, okay, I see how the console look. I see what it can do. What else are you going to bring to the table? That's my question for Nintendo. As far as their release and everything else that's going on, that they got going on this year, it looks pretty decent as far as picking March. March is kind of strange, but if anything, I would think they would want to release around, I don't know, maybe Christmas, a holiday season, like everybody else released their stuff. Nintendo, I wish y'all the best of luck, because y'all definitely going to need it in the States, but it looks like y'all doing pretty good in UK, and probably most likely will do pretty good in, in your home states, in China and Tokyo and all them other places, whatever. But, anyway, this is Heartless, letting you guys know on the Nintendo Switch news and the updates, and as far as my opinion about the console and everything. Also, stay tuned on Everything Tech, my new podcast that I got with 3 other my friends. We talk about everything tech. We have Everything Tech, and then we have Everything Unlimited, and then it's going to be another show that we're going to talk about. Is basically strictly pop culture news. We're going to talk about hip hop and everything like that, but that has its own show. That's definitely different from the technology and the gaming news and stuff like that. But anyway, let me know about your opinions and comments and everything, your input on the Nintendo Switch in the comment section. And don't be a stranger. Please hit that subscribe button if you want the new latest and greatest updates, because I would definitely keep you guys posted on everything that I have. Thanks again for your time and for listening. Y'all take care. Peace.